You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole, and Dakota, thank you so much for your Patreon membership request. You are bringing us back down some Call of Duty Zombies music. Thank you for that. The first one we did was 115, and now today we are doing Abracadavre.
Thank you so much, Dakota. I'm really looking forward to this, as video game music is always better than anyone thinks it's going to be.
Very excited to get into this one because you guys let us know what 115 actually meant. It was an element that they threw into their soldiers, the German army, in the fictional Call of Duty thing, and then they became zombies instead of super soldiers out of that. So that's really cool. I wonder if Abracadavre is the spell that they're trying to take these zombies off. I'm very excited to see Elena Siegman sing again because she was incredible. And now we know that Kevin Sherwood is the person behind the production and all the instruments too, so it's just two people. It sounds really good. We love the lyrics here, how it's kind of like the Star Wars crawl. So very excited for this. Are you ready?
I'm so excited.
Okay, let's go. Ooh, Black Ops Ascension. Nice. This is way different. Such an interesting atmosphere that it's creating here. It was very metal at the beginning, but then it got very techno-y and like very alt rock even.
It's amazing. I'm loving this. Her vocals at the beginning, she sounds so different than she did in 115.
Oh man.
And so like I was listening to her vocals and she almost sounded grudge-like at the very beginning.
Hell yeah.
Like
Possessed.
Yeah. And then she got like zombie-like, and now she's up to her like beautiful like voice that
her clean vocals.
Her clean vocals,
Yeah.
thank you. And it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But while I was listening to this, I was thinking, because it's, Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what if all the songs in Call of Duty Zombies are actually what's playing inside the zombies' heads as they're like screaming and devouring it? Because if they are just people who became super soldiers, whose side effect became zombies, like I've never played the game, but are they like just mindless, or are they just driven insane?
Yeah, well, they look driven insane, at least when we're playing. Like, I played Call of Duty Zombies, and, like, I never heard this music before, but I always heard the metal kind of stuff, so I don't know if it's in their head or not, to answer your question.
That's fair, but that's what I was instantly thinking of,
Right.
so I'm like, I think she's the zombie singing.
It sounds
so
like it right now.
the zombie, like, it's...
Going through some existential crisis.
Going, like, through... Are the zombies going through existential crisis as they're killing people?
Should I be eating this flesh? I'm gonna do it though.
But this is phenomenal.
It is, and like it's really cool to know now that there's one person behind the music too, because I'd love to know someone's mind through their music, and he has such an atmosphere type of.
And the fact that it's the same singer every single time shows you her range.
It sure does. Apparently, that was the first time growling with 115.
Wow.
When she came into the studio for that. That's what y'all said, so
Crazy.
don't butcher me or not. Now that you brought up that whole thing, if it's the zombies thinking kind of metally here, like these lyrics are really like fitting your story and how you're interpreting it.
The lyrics fit it being like a meta zombie, like having an existential crisis.
Exactly, this is perfect.
But at the very beginning, when we read the lyric, like the title of the song, Abracadavre, I was like, oh, it's like Avada Kedavra, you know, the spell that kills people in Harry Potter. And then the lyric was, death is magic, say abracadabra, and I was like, oh, it is a death spell. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like,
this is hilarious.
It's amazing. It's so good. I'm
really
loving the drummer too. There was a moment just before we started.
Yeah.
There was a moment where the drum sequence was like he had a moment like a fill, like a really intense, cool fill, then stopped. And then came in with another fill with like that double bass and then pulled back.
Right.
And it was just such like a heartbeat style moment that just stood out for me. It was phenomenal.
I'll have to check that part again because I don't quite remember it myself.
They went, and
cool.
Really cool.
Awesome.
They won't let me get away.
all the vocals, Elena. That's just so incredible. Wow.
That's insane.
It's hard to believe, but it's true. So upon investigation, I went and checked out what Abracadavre actually means, and it's magical corpse. So I think it has a lot to do with your thinking, and the whole existentialism of a zombie was coming right through the lyrics here. And also, if you've ever seen the show iZombie,
yes, I love iZombie.
This would be a perfect soundtrack for it. Like, yes. I'm just imagining, I forgot her name, but like the main character kind of listening to this type of music and all that stuff. But then it also makes me think of like a zombie then going in and like seeing all these humans that are like him but not. And it's like, they're all in my head, all these humans. I want to eat them, but they're just in my head, I think.
So with that lyric, they're all in my head, that just kept repeating in the chorus, I thought where my brain went is all the other zombies are in the zombie's head, because when they die and they're super soldiers, they become a hive mind.
Oh, okay. You think something like that happens?
Something
after.
like that happens. So like they're going insane because they're all in each other's head, just like
they all have the same thoughts, because at the end of the day, it's all driven the same way.
And zombies move like a hive.
Yeah, they do, for sure.
Right?
They do.
So that's kind of where I went with it.
That's cool.
Right? And it's like, we're all like each other. We're wretched, but we're powerful, and these shackles give us other opportunities.
Yeah.
We're all alike, and they are like me, but they're not like me because I have the power. And they're all in my head, and all these like, oh, that's kind of where I went with it.
That's fair.
But this was insane. Right after they did that like breakdown, they came back in with the drums actually, but there was no spacing between it, so it was just that drum thing that I was like in love with that happened right after it. So that was really cool.
Nice.
But this was absolutely phenomenal.
The riffs were like magnificent, and they came always at the correct time, like kind of when you needed it to get a bit more gritty.
Yeah.
And like, because we know like this is zombies, so like you kind of need that grittiness, and like this is when the death is taking over, and like maybe she can go in and out of consciousness with the whole zombies things and all that. And I keep saying she because it's Elena singing, but like it can be obviously anyone. But it's just stunning to know, like you said, like video game music really is incredible, and it's nice to kind of get some isolation for some video game music because we're both gamers here, so it's nice to have a little section on our channel now that's diving into this, and I'd actually like to kind of dive into more music. I know someone also told me that The Last of Us has really good music as well, and they wanted us to check that out too. So if you guys are enjoying this Call of Duty trend that Dakota has graciously given us, please let us know in the comments below if you want to see some more Call of Duty songs or any type of video game music too. That would be another cool thing we would love to check out. Like this video if it had a good time with us getting into existential zombieism. And if you want to subscribe to the EnterTheCronic family, we promise we won't turn into zombies as well. Thank you guys so much for being here. We are now exiting the rabbit hole.
Thanks so much, Dakota, for bringing this video game music rabbit hole down our rabbit hole, because video game music is always way better than we expect it to be. And this is something that I am absolutely loving. And I love all the lore facts that you guys tell us, because whether I want to or not, any amount of video game lore just gets lodged in my head and is stuck there forever. And I'm absolutely enjoying it. So if you guys had a great time, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless you.
Take care, and bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special thanks to all of our YouTube, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee members. Thank you for all of your support.